15 days. Get hyped. We have 15 days until the Ohio, CNN, New York Times debate 4. It's coming, right? Just 15 days left, okay? In 15 days, it's go time. In 15 days, it is woe time. And until that 15 days pass, it is slow time. If I had a time machine, the only thing I would do is jump forward that 15 days. I'm so excited about debate 4, right? Now, somewhere, Andrew Yang right now is talking to a group of professional political advisors who he has paid cash money, right? Now, wherever he is right now. And they are all telling him, Andrew, this is the best political maneuver for you to make on debate 4, right? Now, in the pines of Pennsylvania, he has a pontificating political advisor named Scott Garibay, that's me, that he paid with a single earnest handshake on the steps of the Philadelphia Art Museum on September 17th, 2019, right? And frankly, I owe him change. All right. Now, I'm about to say the exact best political maneuver that Andrew Yang can make for debate 4, and that is veer from the pack. All right. Now, in order to explain to you what veer from the pack is, and I'm going to leave veer from the pack, the best possible political maneuver for debate 4, I'm going to leave it right here for Andrew and his team, right? But in order for me to explain to you what veer from the pack is, I need to call you to the great American classic film, Mad Max Fury Road. All right. So we jump into Mad Max Fury Road. Imperator Furiosa has stolen a war rig from Immortan Joe. It is filled with gasoline, right? So, Imperator Furiosa is running from Immortan Joe, and she has to take the war rig through a biker gang-controlled canyon, okay? She takes the war rig in, and she's driving the war rig as fast as she possibly can through this canyon on a dirt road, right? When suddenly she looks behind her, and she sees a pack of bikers, a pack of bikers, a biker gang. All of the bikers are following her. She's in the war rig. She's got the pedal down, as far as it'll go. She's driving that war rig as quickly as she possibly can. And the bikers are following up on the road behind her, right? But the bikers are really struggling because the war rig is kicking up dust, right? And they're having a hard time following it. All right. So let me clarify this analogy for you, okay? The bikers, that's our candidates who have qualified, the 11 candidates who have qualified for debate 4, right? That's Biden, Sanders, Warren, Castro, Klobuchar, Tulsi Gabbard's back, right? She's got her scarf on, like dirt in her face, the whole 9, right? And of course, our man, Andrew Yang, right? So, and they're all chasing the presidency. That's the war rig. The war rig is the prize. U.S. presidency is the prize. The candidates are the bikers, right? Now, in the film Mad Max Fury Road, those bikers are following the war rig. It's kicking up dust and they really can't find it. One biker veers from the pack, right? He accelerates, goes to the right, and finds a slanted bluff. He uses the slanted bluff as a ramp. He launches his bike into the air and lands on the war rig, reaching the prize. Okay? This is what Andrew Yang has to do on debate night 4. He has to use a slanted bluff, right, to launch his bike up into the air, veering away from the pack, and then using a slanted bluff to launch his bike, his campaign vehicle, right, to launch his bike up and to get to the prize, the war rig, the U.S. presidency, right? That's what has to happen, right? Because we're behind, and we need to put all these other pretenders back, right? Yang has to get where he needs to be to win the U.S. presidential primary Democrat primary race. He's got to do what's necessary to get there. He has to be noble. He has to maintain his character while he's doing it, right? All right. Now, what can be Andrew Yang's slanted bluff. So first he's going to veer from the pack, right? And then he's going to use the slanted bluff, all right? So what is the veer from the pack? Let me explain what that is. So Andrew Yang is going to he's going to veer from the pack and explain to Americans, listen, everybody on this stage is a politician except me. That's it, right? That's the veer, right? And he has to, and for a long time, he has been wearing the mask of a politician. He's not a politician. He's one of us. He's one of the people saying, I should lead this nation. He's not a crocodile from the swamp. And that's exactly what every other candidate on that stage is going to be, a crocodile from the swamp. Okay? All right. So, at that point, he will veer from the pack. Now, what will he use as his slanted bluff, right? Well, the slanted bluff is the true change that Andrew Yang can bring about. So I'm going to say the things that I think he should say on debate night 4, okay? Here we go. He's going to say, listen, everybody, American people, I am Andrew Yang, right? I am not a politician. I am a leader, right? Every other person on this stage is a politician. For every other person on this stage, when they say change, it's a slogan. When I say change, it's a reality. It is a reality I bring. Now, why am I saying that, right? And then he can go right into his 3 core differences. Freedom dividend. This is a real change. It's not a slogan, right? It is capitalism that doesn't start at 0. I bring real change. Every other politician here will maintain capitalism that starts at 0. I'm the only candidate that will bring capitalism that doesn't start at 0. Every single adult American will receive $1,000 a month, capitalism that doesn't start at 0. Freedom dividend. It's a real change, not a slogan, which every other person on this stage is offering you. Next, campaign finance reform, right? I'm bringing democracy dollars. That's a real change. It will allow you to have democracy dollars to help you drown out the voice of wealth in politics. It's a real campaign finance reform change, real change. Every other politician up here will sing some slogans that have been sung 20 times before, and just like has happened 20 times before, everybody will talk about campaign finance reform, and then nothing will happen because no one up here is bringing any real change. Last one, base nature. The reason that no other candidate on this stage will bring you any real change is that they are politicians and I am a leader. Right? So Andrew Yang can go right into this. And he can say, I have led in education. I have led in corporation. I have led in benevolence. Real leadership. Real leadership. Every person on this stage, you know what they've been leading? They're all crocodiles in the swamp. And they've been leading the other crocodiles in a circle. All the other crocodiles in a circle. Just getting that algae all over themselves, all over their, thick, scaly skin. They're all crocodiles. That's all you're seeing up here, right? One human being, 10 other crocodiles. I'm the only person who will bring actual change because I'm the only person that's capable of bringing actual change. These are politicians telling you that they're going to change politics. They ain't. They're part of the problem, every single one of them, okay? All right. Now, I know what you're saying. You're saying, what about Tom Steyer? He's not a politician. Well, you're right. You're right, he's not. And so what Yang should do is give the speech exactly like I just said, and then somebody at the end of the night is going to say, hey, what about Tom Steyer? He's not a politician. And then Yang can go, oh, was Tom Steyer there? I forgot, because he wasn't there for the first debate, the second debate, or the third debate. You mean that new billionaire standing over there? Oh, I'm sorry. I totally forgot him because he just showed up. Right? So that's how he deals with Tom Steyer. Love Tom Steyer. He's so laughable. Boy, that dude ain't going nowhere. All right. All right. Now, all right, let's talk about campaign vehicles. All right. On October 15th, for the Ohio CNN New York Times debate 4, Andrew Yang will show with his campaign vehicle. Now, what is Andrew Yang's campaign vehicle? Of course, it is the last of the great V8 Interceptors. Every other politician is going to show up with their campaign vehicle. What are their campaign vehicles? Rusted jalopies held together by rubber bands and duct tape, right? And when that debate starts on October 15th, we are going to see Andrew Yang slam his foot down on the accelerator of the last great V8 Interceptor and surge forward. And at the end of the night on October 15th, we are going to frolic in the burning wreckage that is the campaign vehicle of every single one of his opponents. 15 days. Get hyped. Get ready. It's coming.